Trump declines to call for unity after Charlie Kirk killing in stunning move. Donald Trump has declined to call for the U.S. to come together as a way of fixing the country's divisions in the wake of the assassination of his close associate, the right-wing activist Charlie Kirk, preferring to cast vicious and horrible radicals on the left of U.S. politics as the sole problem. In an interview on Fox and Friends on Friday morning, the U.S. president was asked what he intended to do to heal the wounds of Kirk's shooting in Utah. "How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?" he was asked by the show's co-host Ainsley Earhart, who commented that there were radicals operating on the left and right of U.S. politics. Less than 48 hours after Kirk was shot in broad daylight on the campus of Utah Valley University, Trump replied, "I tell you something that is going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less." He went on. "The radicals on the right are radical because they don't want to see crime. The radicals on the left are the problem, and they are vicious and horrible and politically savvy. They want men and women sports, they want transgender for everyone, they want open borders. The worst thing that happened to this country." Trump's refusal to seek a common bipartisan way forward at a time of profound national anger, fear and mourning was a stunning move for a sitting U.S. president, even by his standards. The U.S. has a long history of presidents using their rhetorical powers to try to overcome political fissures. The pinnacle perhaps was Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural address towards the end of the Civil War, in which he sought to bind up the nation's wounds, and made a point of striving for unity, with malice toward none, with charity for all. In more recent times, Joe Biden used his inaugural address in 2021, just days after the insurrection by Trump supporters at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, to call for unity, without which, he said, there is no peace, only bitterness and fury.